I'm currently high on caffeine, and I require internet views for validation. So I'm making a YouTube video, baby. Anyways, today we are talking about fire and destruction because ow, that's like cool, you know? that's like really funny. And we love talking about the funny here, so that's what we're doing today. Um the re I came up with this idea because a while back I made a video about water, which honestly it kind of sucks now. The audio quality in that video was horrible, and it's definitely better now. So yeah, I thought of that water video, and then I was like, wait, what if I could do that with fire? Because I realized I kind of need like a quick video to make while I'm working on some longer projects. So I was like, yeah, I'll talk about fire because that's funny. And now here we are. So fire, right? It's like pretty much the only element I can think of that's like actually man-made, like water, wind, earth, ice, maybe electricity. But the majority of like elements that you can find in like a story or like in folktales or whatever, they're all from nature, you know, which makes sense. But fire is man-made, yet we still consider it an element. I guess, you know, sometimes fires happen naturally, like wildfires and stuff. But it's always been pretty cool to me because it's basically just something that we made ourselves. And I think it's a pretty good representation of just what humanity is, you know? And that is just an all-consuming force of destruction that just does not care about anything else. Fun, right? Where the heck do I go? Do I just go there? Can I make that?
12 seconds later.
Oh. Man, I'm dumb. Fire is like one of the very few reasons that we've like actually progressed as a society. Like if we didn't have fire and if we couldn't communicate with each other, we'd probably just be royally screwed. So it's pretty cool that like this thing that we discovered by hitting rocks together basically just like made us the most successful species on the planet and is allowing us to continuously thrive today because we still use fire in like inventions and stuff, or at least the basic concept of like fuel and everything. So I've always thought that's pretty cool, you know? Like fire's just something humans have always taken care of and supported, and it's paid off for us, like evolutionary wise. It's pretty cool. But it's also kind of sad because it destroys everything. Like forest fires just genuinely destroy everything around us. Just like humans destroy everything around them. Really, not trying to get political or anything, but it's like just the truth. We kind of just destroy everything we touch. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. There we go. And fire's like also kind of funny because arson exists, and arson is hilarious. There's nothing more satisfying than just destroying things because you want to. Really satisfying to like watch things burn. I could probably stare into fire for like hours if I just had nothing else to do and wanted to relax and enjoy some nice destruction. So it's pretty cool that it exists, and you can just like stare into it and enjoy the fact that we can watch the world burn if we want to. We can just destroy everything around us because we're humans and that's just what we do. It's pretty cool. Bit depressing, but like if you don't think about it and just chillax, fire can be pretty fun. And again, arson, hilarious. What's fun about fire too is it almost always symbolizes like aggression and passion. So which means you almost always like want to see fire in like games and stuff, right? Like fire characters are usually the most flashy or aggressive and are pretty fun to play with. So nah, I just think it's fun to be able to like destroy things and have something that kind of represents that, which is why fire is pretty cool. Like water is nice because it's I don't like this fire. I will say that. Water's nice because like it's almost like life-giving. Like, you need water to survive, and that's why it's cool. But fire is like the opposite, and it's pretty much just as cool for that. Like, you can give out like your anger, or like you can show that you care about something by, you know, burning it at the stake. And you can also like use it as a good thing too. Like, people say like if you're passionate, then you have like the fire inside, which honestly I kind of like that idea, you know? It's something so human, and I think it's cool that we as a society have something like that, you know? I can't really think of much else that could represent that, at least in the natural world. So it's pretty cool that we decided to make fire, because it still helps us today, and kind of just helps develop us as human beings. And that's not even getting started on fireworks, which are like really cool. You know, I'm not a chemist or anything, but colors are pretty chill, dude. They may smell kind of bad, but I think it's definitely worth it, because fireworks shows are just one of the most fun things to go to, especially with friends, because you just stare at them and just be amazed. Like, I don't think you could ever get tired of fireworks. They'll just always look pretty, no matter what. Fireplaces, too, are like one of the most nostalgic and relaxing things ever, especially in winter. I've got several memories of just cozying up under fireplaces with family and celebrating holidays together, or just snuggling close for the winter. There's just so much cool stuff we can do with fire that it's probably one of the most versatile things that we have. And I like that too. Ow. Now I think that's pretty much everything I have to say about fire, like my thoughts on it. So I think before we end this video, I decide that I will now share a list of everything that I think people should burn. Let's start with books. Censorship is great. Some things just don't need to be out there, so we should burn books. Ow. Second thing is people who disagree with me. They suck because they're wrong and I'm right, so we should burn them too. Third thing, cats. Look, I'm sorry, it's cool if you're a cat person, but they're literally just parasites. They're trying to make you like them so they can get what they want. Dogs are at least like respectful and nice. Cats are just evil, and we should burn all of them so we don't have to deal with their misleading, sneaky, and selfish shenanigans. Next thing on the list, children. They're also parasites and they should be gone. Also, they're just incredibly annoying, and we don't need incredibly annoying things in the world. Another thing I think we should burn is the entire continent of Europe, except for Switzerland. You guys are cool. But we should definitely burn Europe, because those guys are weird and I'm tired of hearing their snobbish comments and accents. They're just really annoying. Like, I don't care that you sound like you're from the year 1700. Just shut up. I don't want to hear you. Stop talking. Ah! I don't know why I keep dying there. Another thing I think we should burn is bridges. And no, I'm not talking real bridges. I'm talking metaphorical bridges. Because I firmly believe that instead of dealing with your problems responsibly and facing them down, you should run away from them and take no responsibility on your part. I also think we should burn nuclear bombs, because I bet the explosions look really pretty. Next up on the list is college, because they're taking way too much money from me and I want that money back. So we should definitely add it to them, because I don't think we should support scams as a society. Speaking of which, that means we should ban all lotteries, casinos, and most importantly, those carnival games that give you fish that only last for a week, because that's probably the biggest scam of all. Or college, they're taking so much money from me. You guys have to understand. I don't know how I'm gonna pay for it. I really need to be a successful YouTuber just so I can pay for it. Please, just subscribe and like the video and subscribe and smash that like button and turn on notifications and don't, you know what? You should burn people who say that. I'm never gonna say that again, but like, subscribe, please. I also believe we should burn capitalism, because communism is funnier and socialism is the future. And last, but of course not least, I think we should burn our hearts. Why? Because, I don't know, it just sounds cool and poetic or something like that. Ugh. Anyways, according to Mr. Beast, I'm supposed to end this video abruptly, so make sure you give someone you love a hug.